The Syracuse men's basketball team heads to Chestnut Hill to take on the Boston College Eagles. The game just wrapped up. NCC Sports' Kylan Watson is here to tell us if the Orange answered the challenge.
Thanks, Tamar.
The Syracuse men's basketball team heads to Chestnut Hill to take on the Boston College Eagles. The game just wrapped up. NCC Sports' Kylan Watson is here to tell us if the Orange answered the challenge.
Thanks, Tamar. Yes, if you were going to title what happened to Syracuse last week, you'd probably title it The Orange, a series of misfortunate events, or Syracuse's no good, horrible, very bad day. Because against Virginia Tech last week, nothing went right for the Orange. Now, as they get ready, as they head to Boston College to take on the Eagles, they would need a lot. Here we go. Started off with Kai Bowman, hits the three, making reservations for three with that one. Early on, he would hit 21 points. Here we go. Justin Chatham got it with the three. Somebody was sleeping on defense there, forcing Boeheim to call a timeout. So Elijah Hughes tuning up the band with that one. His favorite wrestler must have been Shawn Michaels. Go again, O'Shea Brissett. Shades of Vince Carter with that one. 9 points for O'Shea Brissett. Raised the roof on that one, O'Shea. Here we go, Tyus Battle. You can't keep him down for long. Up and under, call Sports Center, because that's a top 10. Once again, Brissett, too easy for three. Too easy for him. Here we go. Shaking and baking from the foul line with a little contact base from Jersey. 31 points and 6 assists for Tyus Battle. Then here we go. Buddy Boeheim gets the steal. He won't be beating Usain Bolt in the foot race, but it's good enough for what we need right now. There it is, 72-62 Orange. The Orange would pick up their 15th win of the season. And Jim Boeheim, when asked about it, he was doing his best Michaela Maroney winning silver at the Olympics impression because he thinks they can do better.
As a team, we're better than this. It's good to get a win, always, but Boston College is not easy. They beat Florida State in here. They're not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Those guys are good, and we needed a Herculean effort from Tyus tonight to win this game.
So the Orange get ready to head to face Pitt on Saturday. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Kylan. So, Kylan, who besides Battle really stepped up in this game?
Man, this game was all about Buddy Boeheim. Buddy Boeheim didn't play in that 22-point blowout to Virginia Tech, but he scored 13 points. He gave them a lift off the bench, and if he can continue to do that, I think that the Orange may have an answer when they go deep into the bench.
Okay. With Pitt coming up next, who really needs to step up?
Oh, that's easy. It's Frank Howard. Frank Howard has to step up. Right now we have two Musketeers in O'Shea Brissett and Tyus Battle, but we need our third Musketeer, Frank Howard, in order to go far as we get late into the season.
If this team wants to make a deep run in the tournament, what needs to happen?
Well, tomorrow they need to limit turnovers, and they need to start finding a way to hit three-pointers consistently. If you look at every time the Orange lose, they lose because they give up way too many turnovers, and they can't hit the broadside of a barn, to put it mildly.
Thanks, Kylan. Will snow make a return to Syracuse? Stick around to find out. Your final check of the weather is up next. The Syracuse men's basketball team heads to Chestnut Hill to take on the Boston College Eagles. The game just wrapped up. NCC's, wow, I'm sorry. Can we start that over? My bad. The Syracuse men's basketball team headed to Chestnut Hill to take on the Boston College Eagles. The game just wrapped up. NCC Sports' Kylan Watson is here to tell us if the Orange answered the challenge.
Thanks, Tamar. Coming off a 22-point loss to Virginia Tech, the Orange were looking to follow in the great philosopher Big Sean's footsteps and bounce back as they would head to Boston to take on the Boston College Eagles. Here we go. We got it off early. Kai Bowman, the Syracuse assassin, over two defenders, gets the three. That would start a 15-5 run. He had 21 points. Here we go. Somebody's sleeping. Jordan Chatham wakes him up with that three, forcing Jim Boeheim to call a timeout. Here we go out the timeout. Battle to Elijah Hughes. He got it. His favorite wrestler must have been Shawn Michaels because he's tuning up the band after that one. Here we go. O'Shea Brissett. Shades of Vince Carter, right? Raising up and raising the roof. 9 points for Brissett. Here we go. Tyus battle. You can't keep him down for long. Up and under. Oh, call Sports Center. That's a top 10. Battle again off the screen. It's good. You just can't keep him down. Only 4 points in the first half. He was making noise in the second, shaking and baking from the foul line. A little contact, but he's from Jersey. 31 points and 6 assists for Battle. Here we go. Anticipating Boeheim. He's not beating Usain Bolt, but it's good enough, man. 72-62. The Orange would stave off a late rally from BC and win 77-71. But Coach Boeheim, he was doing his best Michaela Maroney impression, winning silver at the Olympics, saying they can do better.
As a team, we're better than this. It's good to get a win, always, but Boston College is not easy. They beat Florida State in here. They're not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. Those guys are good, and we needed a Herculean effort from Tyus tonight to win this game.
So the Orange were able to pick up their 15th victory, and now they head to Pittsburgh to face the Panthers. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kylan. Who besides Battle really stepped up in this game?
Oh, it was Buddy Boeheim. Buddy Boeheim didn't play at all against the number 10 ranked Virginia Tech Hokies, and he made noise. He made noise today, scoring 13 points. And if he can be that consistent scorer that the Orange need off the bench, they will definitely go far, especially.
With Pitt coming up next, who really needs to step up?
The person that needs to step up is Frank Howard. Right now you have O'Shea Brissett and Tyus Battle, but people are really able to key in on them, and they need their third musketeer, who's Frank Howard, to step up, hit the three consistently to open up space for both Battle and Brissett to work.
And if this team wants to make a deep run in the tournament, what needs to happen?
Oh, they have to limit turnovers and find a consistent person who can hit the three-pointer. If you look at when Syracuse loses, it's usually because they can't hit the broadside of a barn as far as from the three-point range, and because they just turn the ball over too much. It's like they have a giveaway or they're on their Oprah. You get a turnover, and you get a turnover, and you get a turnover, and it just stockpiles.
Thanks, Kylan. Will snow make a return to Syracuse? Stick around to find out. Your final check of the weather is up next.